and welcome back to the YouTube podcast. I'm your host, Michael Anthony. My co-host right here is Mr. J.K. Heath, Kyle Heath. This is the show where we cover gaming industry related news of the last week. We talk about like new and upcoming games, esports personalities, basically just general topics of the gaming industry. This week we're going to talk a little bit about how Warner Brothers is cooking up another game, regardless of how much money they lost for Suicide Squad, basically. Um, Microsoft is now doing an Xbox age verification in the UK. Be interesting to dive into that and how it works with like other websites, other services, and kind of compare. There's also Mafia. The old country devs are basically saying that the game isn't short because it's only $50. So that'll be kind of cool to talk about. And then we got EA CEO is doing an all-in-one. Is buying fully into the next Battlefield 6. So yeah, we got plenty to talk about. But before we get into it, Kyle, how you been, dude? What have you been up to? What's going on?
I've been gaming, Mike. I've been
Yeah.
gaming.
What do you get? What do you got?
Let's go, dude. Played some more Mass Effect 3 over the weekend a little bit. Got into some of that. Had a longer weekend because of my birthday, so took a day off work.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of relaxing. Got some stuff done. I finally cleaned the PC. I'm proud of myself.
About time, dude.
Honestly, dude. I can't remember the last time I actually dusted it. Yeah, it wasn't great, but hey, we got her done. So she's more efficient. Let's go. Replaced the thermal paste. Can't remember the last time I did that on my CPU, so
Damn,
I did it all, dude.
This man's going all the way. I
Yeah.
never replaced that.
Oh, man, it's surprisingly, like I put it up, like I pulled up the CPU head, and I was like, oh, it was still a little like moist. It wasn't dry. It wasn't like a hard paste or anything. So that's good.
Yeah, they're made to like last several years.
Yeah.
So
yeah, now
yeah,
and I have that MX5. I forget what the brand is, but it's like one of the ones it's the one everyone gets, and it's good stuff.
Mhm.
Works. So and it was like proof when I like took it off, and I was like, I can't remember the last time I replaced this, and it still actually doesn't look bad. So
that's good. That's really good.
Yeah. So I did that. Mass Effect 3, played some of that. Dude, it was kind of interesting how I got here, but it was on Monday. I had off work that day. Just hanging a call with my friends, just chilling, and as the day kind of went on, eventually got to the point where one of our homies, one of our mutuals, he's been playing Counter-Strike 2, and like he's like, I think he's like kind of just getting into it. Like I don't think he's been playing too long. It's like he was like playing that, and so my other buddy was like, yeah, dude, we were playing Counter-Strike 2 last night. We were actually having fun, and I was like, I've been low key wanting to part of me's like, dude, I kind of want to get back on like a Valorant or a C. Like, I want that kind of tactical shooter. I don't know. I'm getting that itch again to like jump back in for a little bit. And so I was like, dude, you know what, dude? I had CS2 uninstalled. I was like, you know what, dude? I hit that install button. We were playing something else, and I was waiting. And then we booted it up, and we proceeded to play for like 5 or 6 hours, just queuing up and just going to the matches, man. I was having fun. Had mostly good games. The session was mostly good, thankfully for me. I had one game where I
saw your stats.
Yeah, dude, I won. That was my best game when I sent the scoreboard to y'all. I ended up getting 35 kills. I was feeling it that game, man, and it was like me, my boy. We were going crazy, and then everyone else on the team was like single digit kills.
Heck yeah!
It was one of those games where it was like a 2-man squad, pretty much. But
brutal. But yeah, really fun. We
pulled out the win, dude. That's all I was happy about. We somehow managed.
That's all that matters, dude.
But yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That was definitely my best game, but it was just it was really fun to just get on. Like I hadn't played Valorant in a while, let alone CS. I mean, I can't remember the last time I played CS, but just jumping on and playing, man, it was a good time. And I've been like itching to hop back on and do another session ever since. Yeah. So I don't know. I may have to fire it up later tonight after we're done here because I was really enjoying it. But yeah, dude. Outside of that, I don't think I played anything else. I have I'm gonna be I have a nice little planned group session with the boys tomorrow night. Might dabble in some Smite. Been talking about. I've been joking about some Smite, so might have to get on and get angry. So
yeah,
it's probably end up playing some of that. But yeah, and hopefully trying to get into some Split Fiction as well. We still have not finished that game. We haven't played it in like a month. Yeah, it's on us. So
I feel that. Yeah,
we gotta get on that and finish it. I don't think we have much left. I think we have like maybe 5 hours at most left. So we just need to get on and finish. So that's in the plans too, dude. But some gaming in. But it's about it for me. I don't know, Mike, dude. You've been playing you been playing, dude? I know you've been
I,
gaming.
yeah, I've been gaming. I finally had the opportunity to be gaming. A couple of days I haven't taken the computer home for work. Took it home tonight though, fortunate. But it's mostly just to
Okay.
answer emails and not do any like work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's work, but what I do is design work. So when I get the opportunity, I'm like, I'll just respond to these emails and make sure we're all on board, kind of thing. That's way easier. I can do that in like an hour, and I can do that in front of the
Yeah.
TV and not use my brain power. But enough of that. What I did play was more Mech and Break. Absolutely grinded that for a good couple hours. That was a lot
Okay.
of fun.
Okay.
I played what's it called? Let me. Thank goodness Discord will actually keep record of your previous games. I also play Counter Strike. I didn't play it for as long as you. I probably got in, played like 2 or 3 games while I was waiting to play Halo 2 with, some of the guys that I hadn't played with in a very long time, so it was just fun. More of a social interaction just to get back online and play with some friends. But the big game that I actually got on and wanted to play and, like, finally had somebody to play with was, my buddy wanted to play Unchained because we both expressed interest in it, years ago. So we got on there and
Okay. Okay.
yeah, we got to like 30, like 3,000 plus meters. Apparently we were really close to the end. We just didn't continue.
Hmm.
Um, we're probably gonna go back at some point and finish it. It shouldn't take long. But I did that while like his wife came over and hung out with mine, and they all were in the backyard, like a whole group of the girls were all together. And I set
Okay.
up big projector screens with all outdoors, a big rug and everything like that, so they can all be out there and hang out and have a movie night together, a
It's
little
awesome.
girls thing. And while that was happening, I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go in here and chill with the dog, and play video games. So
Dude,
leave me alone."
that's the dream right there, bro. I love that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It was a good time. Yeah, it was really good. Outside of that, man, nothing really going on in the IRL situation that I got. It's mostly just work keeping me busy, but not too busy, and not nearly as busy as I previously was. But I finally have time to be gaming. I've been eyeing Tears of the Kingdom for a while now, so that's on the next like to-do list for sure.
Cool.
I got the dock set up over here, and I'm like, yo, man, I need to. I told you I'm having this issue with my GPU, and like the 3 monitor setup's not working anymore. I think I know why, but it's part of it's an old GPU. And I'm like, you know what? What if I just have like the two left and right running on the PC because I can only do two at a time, and unless all three are plugged in, then only one works. But two at a time. Then the third one I'll use for the Switch. So it's like, yeah, I still
Uh,
got the PC on either side, and then right in the center, I have the console. I think that's what I'm gonna do now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more games, really, dude.
yeah.
Really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to one of the articles that we're gonna be talking about in regards to like Battlefield 6. I'm hoping I can find a squad to actually play it with me.
Yeah.
Because like Battlefield is kind of my grind. A lot of people don't like Battlefield though. They're
Yeah.
like, especially all my buddies are all arena shooters. They just don't understand
Yeah.
how to play Battlefield. It's like we're losing and I'm getting like 80 kills. It's like, well, that's because the game isn't about killing. Like it
Yeah.
is, but it's not really. It's all objective based, you know.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, we can talk about that trailer too. When we get to that point. I don't think we ever talked about it, but
No, no, we
yeah,
kind
dude.
of we kind of went through relatively quick with it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's stuff to talk about there, so I agree. All right, we're less busy. I love that. Some
sir.
some stuff to talk about, dude. So I
Let's
do.
get into it, brother. Talk to me about what's up at Warner Brothers.
Well, interesting things at Warner Brothers. Interesting communications, they say. Um, interesting decisions. We have an article here from PC Gamer, Lincoln Carpenter. He says after losing $200 million on Suicide Squad, Warner Brothers Games has another live service game in the works based on one of the iconic IPs from the vast Warner Brothers and DC Comics catalog. Just gonna pause for a second. Moment of silence because I mean,
R.I.P.
look, maybe it's not a wrong decision. It just seems, I don't know, ballsy at best to come out and be like, yo, our last live service game, we invested years, time, money, devs, and it
Yeah,
flopped. Let's try it again. Let's run it
yeah.
back.
I respect the hustle.
Uh,
Game respects game, dude. What's it called? It's like they're doing it for the love of the game,
yeah, love of the game.
to
Yeah.
burn through money.
Uh, like it says, it's happening again. And unfortunately, it is. So, if the last decade has taught us anything, it's that live service game development is the industry's equivalent of high stakes gambling, where publishers ante up millions of dollars in the hopes that their game might hit the jackpot of becoming a lifestyle like Fortnite or Roblox. But as we've seen from countless failed launches, almost nobody hits the jackpot. When even Destiny 2 is having a hard time maintaining its place as a forever game fixture, the bet seems like a bad one. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them.
Speak the truth, and it shall be revealed.
Warner Brothers, however, has apparently never met a gambler's fallacy it didn't like. Despite losing a combined $300 million when Suicide Squad killed the Justice League and Multiverses, a new job posting indicates that Warner Brothers Games is once again chasing the live service dream via Eurogamer. Dude, I forgot about Multiverses. You want to talk about 2 games?
Well, Multiversus, I don't feel like was a complete flop to the level that like Suicide Squad Justice League was.
I feel like initially
I
it
think
wasn't.
no, like it popped off pretty quickly and people liked it, and then it just kind of died. I don't remember what actually killed it though.
Yeah, I can't remember either. I mean, I just know that didn't they like unlaunch and then relaunch that game? It was like one of those things.
Twice. Yeah, I think they did it like twice. They released the alpha and they're like, no, no, never mind. Then took it away and then released a full game shortly thereafter, and they were like, it's not ready, and then took it away. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What's happening, guys?
Dude, yeah. And now Splitgate 2 is doing a multiverses. It's crazy out here. Man.
Yeah, they are.
Continuing on. Listing is for an executive producer position at Gotham Knights developer and Suicide Squad support studio Warner Brothers Games in Montreal. The job description, Warner Brothers says the executive producer will lead the development of a high-quality AAA game based on one of the iconic IPs from the vast Warner Brothers and DC Comics catalog. I don't know the rest of the article, dude. Oh, there we go. Found it. It might be my full disclosure ad block. All right, don't come at me, all right? But like, yeah, sometimes it does this.
Oh yeah,
It's like
I see it. I see it on my
here.
side too, and I don't even have an ad block.
Okay,
I think
yeah, maybe it's the Zoom or something.
Yeah, it's just the site.
PC Gamer, come on, man. The listing doesn't tell us what IP the unannounced game will be based on, given Warner Brothers Montreal's Ovoir. Or is that? I don't even know how to say that. Is it French? Ovia?
Oh, hold on. Where are we at? I was trying to figure out why there was a blank space. I figured it out, but
I'm about to hold on.
Montreal Ovoir.
Over? Google read aloud says Over. I don't know what that means. I wouldn't blame you for speculating it'll be something in the larger Batmanosphere. I mean, yeah. You think Warner Bros. Montreal, like Batman games, went crazy.
Yeah.
Arkham. Yeah, it's. And you know what's crazy? Like, just side note before I continue, like how quickly those original Batman games were like pumped out. Like we're talking like what was like 2009, 2011, 2013. Like it was like quick, bam. It's like when crunch culture was huge, you know. It's like,
thank God that's not the case anymore.
Yeah, I actually have a whole other theory I've been like conjuring up about like why development times are taking longer, and like quick theory, I feel like crunch culture, the fact that it's not as prominent anymore, may be a factor in that. Just a theory.
I think that's a fair enough theory because it's kind of a skills trade now, and they probably realize this isn't going to work for the future of the industry. And if you want to maintain good talent, you need to have respectable deadlines.
Yeah.
And also releasing an unfinished product just to release them is a really bad financial decision, as we've seen with multiple games just imploding.
It's true, man. It's true. But based on the following job responsibilities specified in the listing of this new position, we get a clear picture of what kind of game Warner Brothers has in mind. Just a couple of the bullet points. They say this executive producer will oversee all phases of development from concept to post-launch live operations, oversee post-launch content and live service strategy, ensuring ongoing player engagement. Additionally, the posting lists deep understanding of a full game development lifecycle, including live services, under its preferred qualifications. Reports from February seem to indicate that Warner's live service fever might be breaking, as sources said Rocksteady was looking to return to its Arkham roots with a single-player Batman production. evidently the pivot shifted the live service obligations to Warner Brothers Montreal, Warner Brothers Games Montreal, which had contributed additional development work on Suicide Squad before being pulled from a Flash game that sources say was scrapped in 2023. It's worth noting that Suicide Squad's flop led to 99 layoffs at Warner Brothers Games Montreal in December of 2024. All those layoffs primarily affected QA subcontractors from Keywords. It does feel pretty grim to know that studio is handling the next live service gambit when it hasn't even been a year since Warner's last blunder led to its bloodletting. But hey, maybe third time's a charm. I don't know if I necessarily
I
want to
don't
be that
necessarily
optimistic,
agree with
Lincoln, but
that.
yeah, something. I just I don't know, man. I just I don't know. You had like this is kind of the way it was. You had battle royales, right? And then battle
Yeah.
royales came more live service. Then live service was like the main thing. It's like, all right, live service, live service, live service. Now, I think the new meta is Elden Ring, Dark Souls likes, yeah. And now we're starting to
Yeah.
see it's a lot of copies of that. So it's like that meta just shifts, man. And
Yeah, they're always chasing the meta and they're never producing the meta. And
uh,
that's why they lose.
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, live service it seems so odd to me, like to make a live service game at this state in the industry and like
Yeah.
where games are. It seems like yeah, like Lincoln put it, it's a gamble, and like these people are just degenerates, I guess. At Warner Brothers, they just want to keep
It,
going for
it
it.
yeah, it really is. It's like they're chasing a dragon that they can never get to and never
Yeah,
slay. It's
I
like,
mean, don't get me
what are you
wrong.
doing?
If you land your Fortnite, your company's set. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do anything. I get that, but it's
Yeah,
like
I
I don't
guess
know,
so.
man. To a certain extent, I think you're better. The better business decision is just to lean on those IPs and those single player products that studios can make, and build up a reputation before you fork out money to try and risk a live service. Like I don't know. I just feel like you need to work on your base catalog some more. And like I get it's Warner Brothers, they've been around for a while, but they just fallen out of graces, I think, for a lot of gamers and a lot of people in general. So it's like you just build up
Yeah.
that relationship a little bit. Don't take as many risks right now.
Hey, I think you're making a good point here. It's just I don't know what the point is. It's
Yeah.
like a live service in an economy or the industry where they're just moving away from it and they're like, no, no, I think we got this. Um, I don't know. It's weird, right? Because I think the last really good live service game was probably Helldivers 2 that I can think of. Uh, I can't
Yeah.
really think of anything sooner than that, and they almost bombed because they made a boneheaded decision, or at least Sony made a boneheaded decision on their behalf.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to remember the last kind of live service, at least the one that I had realized. I mean, it may be Helldivers. Um, yeah, I feel like there hasn't been like unless I'm just literally blanking out. I feel like there hasn't been like a crazy big one recently.
Yeah, I mean, even Counter Strike kind of switched to live service in a way. It's
Yeah,
free to play
I
now.
mean, it's true. I don't know. Then again, it's like mostly like their skins are kind of the big money thing,
Yeah,
right? So I mean, they don't really
yeah.
update the game a whole lot. Even though there's like a bunch of memes going around that they updated the game recently and it's like glitching and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's been a thing. But, but yeah, dude, I don't know, man. The live service thing, I just think it's a gamble that they shouldn't be risking right now at Warner Brothers, and they just need to build up the trust again. That should be their main focus. But dude, what do I know? I'm just a gamer. I'm not not these people out here running these studios, and I don't know. I don't have the
Yeah,
numbers, Mike.
yeah. Obviously, you wouldn't make these types of decisions with this much money if you didn't have some type of like statistical surveys or backing
Yeah,
to kind of make it. Like losing $200 million in Suicide Squad,
it was
and
like
then
300, didn't they say?
yeah,
Yeah, 300
yeah,
combined.
on Suicide Squad and Multiverses.
Yeah, that's right.
Yikes! So you're basically losing $300 million. I just can't even imagine the gall you gotta have to just be like, you know what? this seems like a good idea. Let's run it back. It's like,
All
what?
dude, at this rate, all I'm saying is it better be a good idea if you're trying to do another live service. Like, you better have gotten that pitch and been like, I think this is it. Like, everything you're saying is right. Just gotta
Yep,
execute. Like,
100%.
so yeah.
It's
Uh,
crazy.
I guess we'll see, man.
Oh, man.
Shall we discuss
Yes,
Microsoft?
sir. Yeah, let's jump into Microsoft. Let me scroll back up to the top. To the tippity top. All right, so Microsoft by Tom Warren at The Verge wrote an article. So Microsoft starts rolling out age verification in the UK for the Xbox. You'll need to verify your age in the UK to keep accessing Xbox social features. Sheesh. All right, so Microsoft is starting to comply with UK's Online Safety Act by prompting Xbox players to verify their age today. The prompts will be shown to Xbox players who indicate they're over the age of 18 and will be shown when you sign into the Xbox account in the UK. Microsoft says it's also exploring bringing similar age verification tools to other countries in the future. So, to power the age verification in the UK, Microsoft is partnering with Yoti, which is one of the services that hasn't fallen victim to the Death Stranding photo mode bypass. Um, he, I don't know if he actually mentions it in here, but we saw the article where some of the age verifications have been overridden on Death Stranding, where they can do an age verification, and they literally hand their cell phone selfie up to their screen or monitor.
Yeah, they'll literally
And
show Norman Reedus. Sign me
yeah,
in.
thank you for saying his name. I forgot his name,
Sign
but
me in,
yeah,
Norman.
and it works. So yeah, so while the age verification checks are optional right now, they will continue to become a requirement to access a variety of Xbox services in early 2026 when additional parts of the UK's Online Safety Act come into force. So this is a quote from Keem Kunez, or Coons. I think it's Coons? Kunez, probably.
Who knows?
Vice President of Gaming Trust and Safety at Xbox. So here we go. Starting early next year, age verification will be required for these players in the UK to retain full access to social features on Xbox, such as voice or text communication and game invites. Sheesh. So if you don't verify your age between now and early next year, social features will become limited to friends only until the game verification process has been completed. Whether a game verifies their age will not affect any previous purchases and entitlements, gameplay history, achievements, or the ability to play and purchase games. However, we encourage players to verify their age via this one time process, not to avoid uninterrupted use of social features on Xbox in the future. So and this is just going back to the article. So while this is limited to Xbox players in the UK right now, Kunes says we expect to roll out age verification processes to more regions in the future. Microsoft isn't revealing which other regions will get similar age verification requirements, but Kunez does note that these methods may look different across regions and experiences. That makes sense. I mean, different cultures, different rules, different society. If you're in the UK, then you can verify your age for your Xbox account online through Microsoft, where you can use a selfie, a scan of your passport or driver's license, a credit card check, or a mobile phone.
The credit card check is
Sheesh.
interesting.
Some of this stuff, I go to the comment section immediately, and The Verge, just people are immediately freaking out. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm kind of annoyed with. I'm to be honest, I think there should be an age verification when it comes to purchasing, maybe on video game websites or at least a one-time thing to be like, I'm an adult, I have my own money
Yeah.
kinda deal. Uh, but to scan your ID so you can prove you're 18 plus, this is one of those moments where I'm like, I get Microsoft doing it, and they're not beholden to the different societal rules of from websites. But I bring this up all the time. It's like Twitter is 13 and up, and you can see horrific things on there.
Sure can.
Horrific. And nobody really talks about that. But we're talking about Microsoft basically being like, hey, just be 18 if you want to use social features.
Yeah. Dude, I look, I'm gonna say it's dumb, but it ain't. the smartest decision. I feel like it's I don't know. For me, it's like, look, you and I are both the same, and with the fact that we probably got forged by the fire that was online gaming, and
Oh yeah,
being
can't
in those
blame me.
lobbies, dude. Like, and look how we turned out. Look at us.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
we both go to therapy once a week.
That's what I'm
Uh,
saying. Like, it just like, see, it kind of worked. Like, I'm not saying it didn't. Like, so,
bring back bullying. Uh,
but like, I don't know. Like, look, I think having age verification on like social interaction on these platforms, man, like certainly like playing those games when I was younger, kind of harmed me a little bit. Maybe it maybe grow up some. So I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't take it back. Put it that way.
I will say it did shatter my perception of reality because that was the first time I ever experienced full-grown adults or what sounded like full-grown adults act and behave in a manner I wasn't accustomed to. And it was like because everybody was mostly anonymous. You were just a username.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who you were, where you lived, and they were saying like horrific things. I was like, oh my god, these people exist. I mean, kind of like
Yeah.
opens you up to what society can be like. It's like it can be a really beautiful thing, but it could also there's some darkness to it.
Yeah.
And I think you need to be exposed to that somehow, some way. It's such a such a weird ethical dilemma, you know what I mean?
It is such a
I think
sobering and I don't know,
yeah.
very
This is a very this is a very protect children stance,
yeah.
and I totally get it and I totally understand where it comes from. So, it is what it is. I think to me, I I still think it's like if you have a child account, um like for your child, then I think you should be able to set parameters, and the only way you can get out of that child account is if you upload an ID, you know?
Yeah.
So that way it
Sure.
keeps children, people like under the age of 15 who don't have a bank account or anything really set up, which is okay. Some people are rare, but right, like some kids have that.
Yeah.
But you need to protect children. It's just weird. It's such a dilemma because we don't really know what the repercussions are of the internet and what happens to people when they're influenced and they see it at a young age, you know?
I mean, yeah, I
A
can
lot
see
of
that.
psychology with it, I
Yeah.
think.
I mean, it's so new, right? Like the whole video games, technology in general. Like it's like when you really like span out and think about it, it's like we're still very much in like the infancy of it all. So it's like it's hard to it's sometimes it's hard for me to like kind of think about it that way, but it's like, yeah, I mean, I mean, who knows? We're not going to know for another 20, 30 years what the effects of online gaming probably is. And just the
Yeah.
overall exposure that is the internet, especially to these younger generations. Um, so it's a scary thing. Like if you're an adult on the internet, I'm sure everyone watching this can probably, picture, okay, this
We
is like children can access this. Like what? This doesn't make sense.
yeah. That's one
So
of those things, man. It's just not really the math ain't mathin'. There are elements uh that I think you shouldn't have. Well, it's hard to tell. I want to say your age if you've had an account longer than 18 years, like I have. My account is older than your age verification. Like, what are we talking about? So, I don't think you need my information, but at the same time, I could see somebody saying, like, no, 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 we need it because you could have sold your account. It could be now used by your siblings or your niece and nephew or something. Holy crap, I've had my account for 20 years. It's over. It's so over. Um,
that's bro. You're almost old enough to drink that account, man.
almost,
In the
probably.
United States, Japan, you are.
Actually, my anniversary is in 4 months. And it'll be
Dang,
as old to drink.
it'll
It's
be able to
over,
order a beer. That's crazy.
bro. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, dude.
Oh wow! Dang,
Yikes.
Mike. Dang, Mike.
See you on
All
the
right,
other
I
side,
want
brother.
everyone to try and guess his age in the comments. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
And if you say younger, then I'm gonna reply and be like, "Moisturize, baby, moisturize."
Oh man,
Oh man,
I don't know. UK. I look. I don't necessarily like, fully agree with it. I could see the benefits of it, the potential benefits. I'll say that.
yeah. I think it's mostly useless to be honest. I don't think there's going to be much use out of it. People are going to be able to bypass it relatively
I
easily.
agree.
Um, it's it's one of those things where it's like kids are going to find a way, man. If you're going to take away social aspects on Xbox, it's like, okay, cool. Nobody uses your app for social means, really. Most people now are using like Discord. Some people are still using like Facebook to talk to each other. It just depends on which country you're in. Like WhatsApp is super common in other countries. In the US, WhatsApp, nobody even knows what WhatsApp is half the time. And the reason for that, for people that are outside the country and you don't know this, we have like unlimited data plans here. So we don't have to pay for the messaging. We just pay one monthly payment. We get unlimited calls, limited texts. That's why when your American buddies go to the other countries, they extend their like unlimited thing by spending like an extra $20 that month, and your phone bill is going through the freaking roof because they'll text you like it's nobody's business where you're using WhatsApp. So it's like there are ways to get around it, you know? People are gonna go back to a TeamSpeak or something. Just start. I'm
uh,
pretty sure there's an app for it on your phone. Call people on Teams and Zoom. Even
sure.
Google has like the Meet or whatever it's called.
Hey, Google Meet, dude. I'll just Discord you, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like there's so many options.
Boop,
So
boop.
it's one of those moments where it's like, okay, like cool. Most kids now, they all have like AirPods and an Apple phone. They're just gonna call each other and then play games.
Yeah,
The benefit, though, I'm an old man and I hate listening to young kids start screaming into the mic. So that's my benefit, and that's a selfish one.
tell them.
Yes, sir. What's your take? You think it's good or bad?
Well, like I said, I think overall, I don't like fully agree with it. I think it's probably like I like the way you put it though. It's like mostly useless. Like I think there's ways
Yeah,
around it. People are using
yeah.
Norman Reedus to bypass it on Death Stranding too. Like, so I mean, it's gonna be
Seriously,
stuff like. I mean, that's a pretty ingenious way to get around it.
yeah.
So,
That's what I'm
um,
saying.
yeah, there's gonna be ways to get around it. I don't know if it really does much, honestly. But I mean, I the heart is there. There's a little bit of a heart there. It's like really small. You rarely see it. It's there. So I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
we'll figure it out though. It's not that big of a deal. Um,
You know what?
there's more stuff to that's gonna go
Yeah.
on with this age verification stuff and the policies. But yeah,
You know what I need to figure out because the deadline's approaching.
what are you gonna do for Mafia?
Yeah,
Is
dude,
that
new
what you need to
Mafia
figure
game. Dude, it's 2 weeks away, a week and a half, something like that.
Better lock it up.
I need to coming up, but I'll explain a little bit about this because I mean, there's some context here that I think could be useful, and maybe the article will explain. We'll read the article, and I may provide extra context if needed. Josh Chalice, I don't think it's Spanish.
Chalets? No, the
Chalice,
chalet.
Josh Chalice. It's probably not. Anyways, Josh over at Insider Gaming posted an article saying Mafia: The Old Country devs say game isn't short because it's only $50. So that is a interesting take. Mafia: The Old Country
Okay.
developers insist the game's length isn't short, despite some players assuming it is due to the $50 price point. Mafia: The Old Country, set to release on August 8th, is bringing the franchise back to its roots in Sicilian Italy. Hangar 13 has made big calls, including the decision to scrap the open world approach from Mafia 3. The $50 price point falls below what has become the industry standard, leading some to suggest the length of the game is short as a result, but developers have rebuffed those beliefs. Mafia: The Old Country will make players super happy, quotes. Speaking to IGN, Hangar 13 president Nick Baines insisted players won't be disappointed by the length of the game, with all the depth that you'd expect in terms of dialogue and the world that has been created. He added that no one needs to be concerned about the quality of the game or it being super short. While Baines did not reveal exactly what the average completion time for Mafia: The Old Country will be, he told players to expect a Mafia 1, Mafia 2 style experience and
Go.
predicted that everyone's going to be super happy.
Let's go.
For context, the first two games of the series clocked in at around 10 to 14 hours of completion time, so the comments suggest there could be a similar sort of length. It certainly doesn't seem like a huge endeavor lies ahead, like the 50-ish hours of full completion of Mafia 3. Mafia 3's open world approach was an anomaly in the series, however, which played a big part in the completion length. But the switch to the more linear style has been welcomed by players. On the topic, game director Alex Cox revealed that direct feedback from Mafia Definitive Edition played a huge role. He said, quote, "We got a response for the remake that the Definitive Edition was the kind of Mafia game that a lot of players wanted to play. Obviously, we were going through a big engine revision as well for this game too. So we wanted to keep it quite focused on what we think Mafia does best, which is telling great stories. What are you expecting from Mafia the Old Country? What do you want to see the most?" You could go to Insider Gaming's forum that is linked in the article that is linked down there, the in the description if you want to provide your insight. But yeah, so the article summed it up pretty well. But I think some extra context maybe add to the shortness aspect.
Yeah.
Something that some Mafia fans pointed out and people watching like the reveals, and especially up until recently, I think more recently fans are like, okay, like there's something here. But like until recently, they didn't really show a whole lot of the game. It was kind of like the reveal trailer showed a little bit, and then there was like a couple of smaller things that just kind of like showed bits and pieces. But altogether, I think people were concerned because they're seeing all of these like kind of smaller bits, and there's not like a whole. They're not showing like 30 minutes of straight gameplay or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like, okay, like how long is this game really? Because like the cutscenes look great, graphically it looks awesome, but it's like it's just there wasn't too much like crazy substance they were showing, so it led people to be like, okay, this game might be like a 6 hour thing. Like we just don't know. Um, I think I mean after reading this article, and I think since then there's been some more reveals leading up to launch where it's like people are okay, like maybe this isn't a short game and there's actually something here. But I mean, I think to this too, it's like I honestly for me, I think I was expecting like a 10 to 15 hour at most for this kind of game. But
Yeah, and they're saying it's longer, so that could be a benefit for you,
yeah,
right?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the game graphically looks great. I mean, there's already people pointing out too, like the original reveal trailer comparison with like some more recent trailers and how they ki-
Oh, yeah,
they changed some of the
improving.
styling. The lighting is different, and so people are like, "Oh, like the original looked better, and I don't like this new one." And there's
Oh,
definitely
I
some
think it looks
stylistic
better.
changes. So I mean, that's there. I think the first one, I like the lighting in the first one. I think the first reveal trailer looked pretty baller, but yeah, the more recent stuff is definitely more dulled out, at least from what they've shown. So I mean, I don't know, man. I think regardless, I don't expect it to. I wasn't really expecting it to be like a 30-hour epic. I think it would have been. I would, I would have been like surprised if it was, because I mean, I think a studio like this, especially after kind of the layoffs and stuff they've gone through over the past few years,
Right.
it's like the team has shrunk. So I certainly wasn't expecting, especially with this kind of turnaround, a long game. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's only been like I think a few years where it's been in full development at most. So yeah, it's a smaller game. I think the $50 price point is good. The fact it's great. I think having kind of that sort of price point in this market is always
I think
beneficial.
Yeah, I think it's very enticing for people that still want to play video games and they still remember and had played the Mafia franchise. It's a good return to form, especially if they're basically doing like a remake, It's like it's kind
Yeah, I
of
mean,
cool.
it's nice that they're kind of doing a. This is very much like I think the idea is you're in Italy and it's like the start of the mob, right? It's kind of
Right.
the thing. So it's
Like
like
the
a prequel to
prequel. That's what I
everything.
mean.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of the start of everything. So I'll be curious to see how they like if they interweave it into the other games in some way. If they have references to characters, I'm sure there'll be some. We'll meet the
Yeah.
great grandfather of the first game's main character or something.
I
Um,
wouldn't yeah, the little Easter eggs would be easy if they drop like a last name here and there.
yeah,
And you're like, oh wait, who's that again? And then you end up diving down a tunnel if you're a true like fan trying to remember everything. It's been a while.
yeah,
I think it's pretty cool. A
yeah,
lot of good
dude.
opportunities there.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, for me too, the Mafia series. I never played three because I heard three was kind of, especially when it came out, was sort of mixed reviews, and I think it was like the approach people were kind of confused about and just didn't hit as hard. I did play
Oh yeah.
through when Definitive Edition for one came out. I played it. It was really well done. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really solid remake. Then I played the remaster of two, and I enjoyed two a lot. So I mean, those first two games I really enjoyed. So it had me intrigued when I saw I was curious what the next Mafia entry would be, and then we saw Old Country, and then we found out, oh, it's going to be, throw back all the way to, I don't know, 1800s, early 1900s Sicily. So,
Kind of
yeah.
sick.
Yeah, so I was certainly intrigued knowing that, like, oh, it's not a continuation of 4 or 3, so I don't have to go back and play 3. I feel like to understand it, hopefully. So,
Yeah.
see. But yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it. It's coming up, so next week. So I'll probably
I
end up
get
getting
it.
it.
Yeah, it's perfect. I hope it's a success. I mean, I never really got too much into the Mafia franchise, but it's gonna be out soon. Almost, yeah, like you said, less than a week.
Oh,
So
dude,
we're good to go.
makes me want to buy a suit and get some pomade, slick my hair back.
Dude, tell me about that kind
Maybe
of
get some
stuff.
like clove cigarettes and
Any,
fake ones.
anytime I watch like the Bond movies, I'm just like, why am I not always wearing a suit? Like, what the? Because they're
uh,
expensive. That's why.
sure,
Yes,
dude.
sir.
My dog on
All right,
EA.
boss man. Yeah, dude, it's my pastime. Are you kidding me? All right, so all memes aside, we are going to talk about an article from Video Game Chronicle by Chris Scullion. I think it's Scullion. Scullion. This is his name. So EA says it's all in as a company on Battlefield 6. Okay, so it's building a platform rather than a product. Andrew Wilson says EA has been investing more behind this Battlefield than any other before it.
Talk that hype.
Okay.
Get that hype. They're putting that gas in the tank. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it looks good, but it was also a trailer. We're going to talk about that too. But let's go. Electronic Arts CEO Andrew Wilson says it's all in as a company on Battlefield 6 and that it isn't just a product, but the start of a new platform. In a Q&A during its earnings call following the publication of Q1 results of financial year 2016, Wilson was asked to talk about EA's marketing strategy for Battlefield 6 and how it differs from that of previous editions. I'm pretty sure it wasn't financial year 2016 or future year 2016. I think that was
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah. No.
2025. That might be it
It's
might be an
a
error.
little bit of typo. You know what I'm saying?
This is some ChatGPT stuff. No, I'm just kidding. So Wilson replied that this time the company isn't treating Battlefield 6 as a single product, but rather as the start of a Battlefield platform, with more details to come later this week. Wilson has stated, certainly, you're going to see a lot more in a couple of days. We've been investing more behind this Battlefield than any other Battlefield product before it. And really, the big reason for that is that it isn't just a product. We're really building out Battlefield as a platform. And you'll hear a lot more about this in just 2 days' time, and all will become more clear about the nature of our investment over the last 4 years, with 4 studios building against this launch date. Okay, so 4 individual
Force
studios. Are they
shoot.
working on 4 different things? Or are they going to be
That I don't.
working on
It's like it makes me
something
excited, but
all
that actually makes me
different?
like exuberate sweat. I don't know, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. It's EA. I don't trust anything, especially when they're talking to the shareholders. Are you kidding me? But
Andrew
I'm trying to be
Wilson, when that guy's on the call,
yeah,
nah. Mr. What was his bonus,
bro.
dude? It's like 25 million or something. I'm like,
Yeah, 25 million to do the crap he's doing right now, bro. I gotta say what I gotta say. Make sure shares go up. Shares go up. I get more money. That's how he
I get my
operates, and
bonus. I
that's
get my
fine.
Bugatti. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, my Bugatti. Dude, he's not even freaking English. He just whatever. I'm not gonna talk about Tate. Whatever. The full multiplayer reveal of Battlefield 6 will take place on July 31st, and Wilson said this would be the real start of the marketing push. Like, you gotta push yourself to get a Bugatti. Uh, Andrew Wilson continued by saying, as with how we've thought about marketing the product, we are going to get right behind it. We're all in on the company on it. You may have seen the release trailer just a week or so ago. This was very well received. Of course, it's just a release trailer. Most of our gamers are sitting there waiting for a big reveal that comes in a couple of days. Okay. We have hundreds of creators and influencers flying into LA and to destinations around the world. They spent all day with the products tomorrow, and they'll begin streaming that product out into their fan bases on Thursday. We have unloaded a buttload of money into content creators so that they can advertise the game for us.
See
And
this?
if
I mean,
cool people like, I don't know, Summit 1G is playing, then maybe little Timmy at home will play too.
like, yeah, dude. This is. I mean, dude. I mean, it's what Bungie just did with Marathon, right? Flying a bunch of
It's what
creators.
I
It's
swear
what
to God,
Destiny did. I'm pretty sure. Like,
I'm absolutely convinced that 343 Industries pays people to play Halo Infinite at this point. Like other than the pro players, but you remember how just randomly Connor Eats Pants is playing Halo Infinite? You remember that?
bro, this
Or
is.
like XQC just randomly showing up in social playlists? I'm like, what is this ape doing in here?
Bro. Oh, there's always a way for Halo Infinite to catch a stray, dude. I love the show.
Oh, and just out of nowhere, just
It's out of nowhere. 343.
that's true. That is we need to start having a ticker together. Basically, every time I lose it, it's a crash out moment. It's all about Halo.
Somehow we tie in Halo, dude.
Hey, you said Bungie first in my
I
defense.
okay, yeah, that's right. It was kind of it was my pass to the board. You just like slam dunked it.
Yeah, you triggered me, dude.
My alley oop, dude. I just jump pass.
You unleashed the beast. All right. Jesus, man. Speaking of Mr. Beast, he's creating a video game at some point. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah.
This guy.
Where am I at? I'm on the second paragraph. Yeah, because I crashed on the first. All right, and we're really excited. This is still Andrew Wilson, by the way. And we're really excited about that because in addition to the various pieces of overall experience that players have been seeing as part of Battlefield Labs, which was a very new way for us to really gain alignment with the community around the development with this product, this platform. This will be the first time people really see the true scale of what we've been building and get sneak peeks to what's to come. The next Battlefield game has been in closed testing since March, and despite users being sworn to secrecy, a significant amount of game footage has inevitably made its way online. And you can
Right.
go find that if you want to. We're not going to show it on the pod, though, because we'll probably get DMCA'd too.
Yeah, I have no
Um,
interest of leaking
yeah,
the
no,
leaks. You know.
I have negative interest. I'd rather be surprised half the time. I honestly don't like watching trailers. Uh,
Bro,
the most I'll
same.
do is watch video gameplay and opinions of people that I know have the same opinions I do with certain games.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
Jack
dude.
Frags, I'm gonna go straight to his channel
True.
about Battlefield and learn
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. Dude, that's the rule of thumb. If anyone's gonna like watch reviews or read reviews, I feel like you should focus on the reviews where you align with the reviewer's takes the most, right? Like that's the goal.
Yes.
Like you should like
Yeah.
if I'm going to play a game or something, I'm immediately checking out like my boy Skill Up or I
Yeah.
don't know, or Lou Stevens. I love Lou. He's like another one. Like he does like the skeptical takes or the skeptical reviews kind of thing.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
watch his because like he's very objective and very much like it's what it is. So like yeah, I mean you should find your outlets that you align the most with for sure.
Yeah.
So I certainly agree with that.
100%.
But dude, but for me too, I will say like I'm very much like I'm just not a fan of like seeing like I'm kind of the same way. Like trailers and stuff don't really like if it's a game where I'm like, all right, I'm definitely gonna play it. I try to avoid
Yeah.
as much promotional stuff as possible. Like I'm just like, all right, just let me get the game and play it.
Yeah. I want to experience it for the first time without really knowing what I'm gonna experience.
Yeah,
That
yeah, dude,
it's a wonderful dude. It's a wonderful feeling when you don't know what's coming next, and then what you think is going to happen. Not only does it happen, but it happens 10 times better than you could possibly imagine, and
exactly,
it blows your mind. Like there are
exactly, man.
moments in gaming that I remember that blew my freaking mind. You know,
Yeah,
and I want that moment again. That's what I'm always striving for.
telling you, man, it's great. I mean, I probably relate the most with like music. Like if an artist I
Oh
like is
yeah,
gonna release a new album, there's a new meta going around where like artists just preview the entire album, like every track, like
yeah.
2 weeks
That's
before.
weird, right?
I'm just like I want to hear the album for the first time without
Yeah,
like I every time that happens, I just avoid them. I'm just like I'm not watching this. I want to hear the album for the
yeah,
first time on release day. That's just that I don't know. Like so I don't know. For me, stuff like that, it's just like I don't want to hear track previews, man. Like I just want to experience it for the first time, no expectations, and just go
give me
in.
the
So.
sauce, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's
Yeah,
how I am. But I mean, look. Also, another point in this article, this like second paragraph. I don't know if I should be concerned or like what, but like you could tell either he doesn't, either Andrew Wilson doesn't plan when he's going to these meetings, or he's just like winging it, because he goes to explain like Battlefield Labs, and then goes on like a
Yeah.
2 sentence tangent about like, oh, by the way, it's been really good, like doing really well, and then he like just wraps it up. It's like, I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
he just went into that just like he's like making this point. Like there's no structure, there's no script. He's just like winging it, just being like, this, that. Oh, by the way, with this, and this. And now back to what I was originally saying. Like, I don't know, there's like no like I feel like he could benefit from just going into it with like bullet points. So I don't know.
Maybe that is his bullet point, and then he just jumps around because he's so used to doing it. I mean, he's
Yeah,
been the CEO of EA for how many years now? After a while, you get kind of into your flow.
it's true.
Let's see. Well, we're not looking for Andrew Wilson, the actor, are we? Andrew Wilson, CEO of EA, please. Oh my God, I don't trust this guy.
Yeah, dude.
Just I
See,
saw his face.
saying, bro.
How long has he been with EA? Oh my goodness.
This man can't even find a
Okay,
year.
chairman of the board of EA in 2021. Um,
Promoted
dude,
to
thirty and a
CEO.
half million total compensation with an increase of 5 million, 10 million greater than 2023. My man is
Talking about signing
sacked.
bonus, dude.
Yikes. I need to
Extension,
get to work,
incentives,
man.
Sell Battlefield 6.
Oh, hey, LinkedIn page. That's the easiest way to find out. You're about to get notified, son. Every time you boost somebody's page, they're like, yeah, so what's
Oh
up?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, CEO for 11 years, 11 months, allegedly. I feel
That's
like
crazy.
that's a little bit
2014,
longer.
peak Xbox
2014, yeah,
One
September
era.
20.
It's crazy, dude.
It's wild. Yeah, he's been around for a bit. Yo, 25 years at EA. That's insane.
That's a career right there. If I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Like,
Career
yeah.
man,
Started in
dude.
2000, man.
Can't you say?
Cool. Good for him, I guess.
Guess, dude. Guess.
Yeah, how do you feel about the Battlefield 6? Like, what do you want to see out of a Battlefield game?
I mean, look. You know what? You know what I should have been doing this whole time. Should have been playing this trailer. It's
Yeah,
in
you should have.
it's in the thing. Yeah. Battlefield 6. I like the initial trailer and stuff. I'm like, obviously there wasn't too much detail in terms of what the story is from like
Yeah.
you just get like very high level surface kind of perspective right now. But I mean, acting looks pretty good. I don't know. I'm seeing this. I'm like, okay, like, all right, we gonna get a riveting story in a Battlefield game again. So
I'm really hoping for that. I
that's what
think
I'm
we
hoping.
will, but yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Levolution has made a glorious comeback. Helicopter going through a building. I mean, it's crazy out here, man. Bridges collapsing.
So I think there are some elements that I want to see from the Battlefield 4. Like I want to have a Battlefield 3 story that's really intense and really captivating. Or then I want to have a Battlefield 4 online experience where I I think there were elements of Battlefield 4 that were kind of ahead of its time, um, that still stand up to the test of time. One of the things I really want to see come back is the ability to do like this Ender's Game level. Have you watched the movie or read the book Ender's Game?
I have not.
Okay, so I won't get into the entire premise, but there's a kid that essentially can control entire armies from one command module. And that's sort of what Battlefield was trying to do. They had directives where you had a commander for each team, and they would tell you like which base to go like attack, which way to control it, because the levels were so huge and there were so many people on the map that it was very, very difficult to organize people. So if you could get into like I want to see clans happen again. I want to get into those. I want to get like full throttle. I just want to be because I've been playing shooters for my freaking whole life, man. And I just want to get in there and start smoking kids. And I want to do it with the squad, you
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
It's just really hard to find that squad. Most of the time, people that play Battlefield are like ex-military and their squad is a literal squad that they went to war with. You know what I mean?
They got
It's
radio
like
effects on their bike.
100%, man. So it's just yeah, it's just something I kind of want to see. That's what I'm hoping for. I think it's possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Just come on, let's get it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to be excited about. A lot of beige flags at best. Got four
Yeah.
studios working on this thing. You have all
Oh
these
yeah.
months of playtests,
Uh-huh.
which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's probably a good thing to have those playtests. But if you're having all
They
those
might just.
playtests, then you better be cranking out a good game, dude. So I'm saying.
You're not wrong, and hopefully they have it right. I really don't want to deal with another issue where like a Battlefield game comes out, it's cool for a week, everybody hates it afterwards, and then nobody touches it again. It's tough. I'm sick of
True, dude.
telling my friends to buy Battlefield. We buy it because I hype it up so much, and then it freaking bombs, and they're like, "Thanks for wasting my money again." Like, dang, dude, you ain't wrong.
Oh
I
man.
wasted my money too. I fell for it again award, you know?
I mean, the music at the end though,
It
it's like
did.
in the background.
Yeah,
You hear that din, 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 din. Oh, dude, that like guitar chug, like
oh yeah, baby.
that signature Battlefield, dude, it just gets me going.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
I'm really looking forward to it. So we are actually talking about Battlefield 6 prior to the official multiplayer reveal. So for those of you that are like listening to this right now, you've already seen it. Um, we're just going off of preemptively like our thoughts. I think I'm really hoping it's good, dude. Imagine if they just launch it tomorrow.
This guy's crazy.
Uh,
I don't know about all that.
Imagine.
That'd be
We're
pretty
canceling
wild.
the plans for the weekend. Let me tell you that.
Beta,
Because I, I
sure.
I
Yeah,
told you,
yeah,
dude, I
sure.
busted out the headset. Got like Bravo 6 going in. Just, just get all serious with it.
Alpha
It was
Charlie,
so,
come over.
oh, I wish I should switch my mic and then just bring it really close. Because I can hear myself, but yeah.
Two
For people
tangos,
that are
three
only listening,
clips.
they're like, "What the heck is this dude doing?" I have a headset mic on. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, dude. That's all we really got for this week's episode. Did you have anything you wanted to touch on?
I don't think so, dude. Kind of covered extra stuff throughout this episode that weren't able to get to. So kind of we pieced it in a little bit. So.
Yeah. Every so often we gotta like just spice, just like, hey,
Sprinkle in like,
we
oh
saw, we
wait,
saw,
we
yeah,
saw
we
this
saw this.
article, but couldn't
Yeah,
cover it.
we just didn't feel like covering it, and deal with it. See ya.
Star show.
Yeah. Imagine if that's how we ended. That'd probably be easier. Anyways, do you have anything to do, or you want me to just wrap it up? Dude, imagine we
So,
start doing the Oscar like
wrap it up. Oh yeah.
music. Yeah, it's like, okay, so we were talking about like. All right, let's go. We're being silly. We're being ridiculous. We appreciate you guys. We do have the links in the description below. As always, we have timestamps as well. If you can't go through the entire article or entire podcast episode, you can always come back, hit the timestamps, check it out again. And that's really all we got for you. And obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, we have audio format. Check that out as well. I am Michael Ante. That's Kyle Heath. This has been the M2 Podcast. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Yeah, hopefully more stuff about Battlefield 6. I'm definitely trying to yap about that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Keep gaming.
Keep gaming. Maybe you played the Battlefield beta because we're calling it. It's coming out this week.
Tell us.